The concept of the inner self has been an integral part of human self-understanding for centuries, dwelling within the realms of philosophy, psychology, spirituality, and even in the everyday introspections of individuals. It is the deep-seated essence of who we are, beyond our tangible existence and the roles we play in the public sphere. Exploring the inner self involves delving into the intricate layers of human consciousness, emotions, thoughts, and desires, aiming to understand and often reconcile with the fundamental truth of one's identity. This essay endeavors to unpack the multifaceted nature of the inner self, its significance in personal growth, and the ways in which we may endeavor to connect with this profound aspect of our being. I. Understanding the inner self. At its core, the inner self refers to the private side of an individual that contains their thoughts, feelings, values, and motivations. While some argue that the inner self is a construction, others believe it has a metaphysical existence that transcends material reality. The concept is intricately linked to notions of self-awareness and consciousness, implying a part of us that observes and processes our experiences from a subjective vantage point. It is an internal compass that guides decisions, a repository of intuition, and the voice within that speaks in times of silence and solitude. Psychoanalytic theories, particularly those presented by Carl Jung, emphasize the importance of confronting and integrating the inner self, which he termed the self, with our outer persona to achieve self-actualization and wholeness of personality. Similarly, existential philosophers such as Kierkegaard and Sartre have contemplated the inner self as the seat of existential choice and authentic existence. 2. The importance of the inner self in personal growth. The journey toward understanding and embracing the inner self is arguably the bedrock of personal development. In acknowledging our inner self, we confront both the light and darkness within us. This confrontation is often steeped in the process of meditation, reflection, or therapy. It is through understanding the myriad components of our inner self, our strengths, limitations, passions, fears, and unrecognized desires, that we can envisage a path toward a more fulfilled existence. Personal growth involves aligning the inner self with the external world, ensuring our actions reflect our truest intentions and values. This alignment brings about a sense of harmony and authenticity, which fosters deeper connections with others and fosters resilience in the face of adversity. Furthermore, awareness of the inner self equips an individual with the mindfulness to respond rather than react to life's vicissitudes, thereby exercising a heightened degree of emotional intelligence. 3. Connecting with the inner self. The quest to connect with one's inner self is a deeply personal and varied experience. It may involve introspection, psychotherapy, artistic endeavor, spiritual practice, or simply moments of quietude. Mindfulness and meditation are traditional practices that provide the space for one to observe the workings of the mind and emotions without judgment. Journaling can also serve as a powerful tool to articulate thoughts and feelings, making the abstract elements of the inner self more concrete and understandable. In recent times, the field of positive psychology has also shed light on the practices that can foster a strong and healthy connection with the inner self. These include acts of gratitude, the cultivation of optimism, and engaging in flow activities that resonate with one's core interests and talents. Conclusion: the inner self is a complex amalgamation of our deepest thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and desires. It is the silent observer and the private individuality that defines our essence. Understanding and connecting with the inner self is not only foundational for self-awareness, but is also critical for living an authentic, purposeful life. It requires courage to face oneself honestly and completely, But it is within this brave self-confrontation that the possibility for genuine personal growth lies. As we navigate through the cacophony of the external world, it is imperative that we cultivate a relationship with our inner self, for that is the sanctuary where our truest form resides, and from which our greatest potential can be unleashed.